What's up, y'all? What's good in the neighborhood, y'all? Hello, hello. I am so excited to be live for, I don't know what number this is, 1, 2, 3, or 4. We're at least 3. This is at least our third time hosting Buckeyes Reading Sprints. We love yo. So I'm going to let people trickle in. And I'm going to read a book that I was reading last week on stream and have waited this whole time to continue it. And I'm very, very excited to read that book. It's sitting right here. You know, The Apology by Jimin Han. This shit was so crazy. And I only read page 26. That's not bad. Page 26 out of almost 300 pages. You know what I'm saying? But show up, sounds off, let me know what you are going to be reading for these sprints. As y'all know, I will be reading The Apology by Jimin Han. Let's see what this is about for those of you who are new and weren't here last week. In South Korea, a 105-year-old woman receives a letter. 10 days later, she has been thrust into the afterlife, fighting to head off a curse that will otherwise devastate generations to come. Dun, dun, dun. Hak Jung-ha has always shouldered the burden of upholding the family name. When she sent her daughter-in-law to America to cover up an illegitimate birth, she was simply doing what she needed to preserve the reputations of her loved ones. How could she have known that this decision would turn back to haunt her? You know what I'm saying? What is that? Threatens to tear apart her bond with her son, her relationship with her sisters, etc., etc. It's part ghost story, part family epic. It's an incisive tale of sisterhood and diaspora, reaching back to the days of Japanese colonialism and the Korean War. Okay, so we got history up in this bit. And told in the singular voice of a defiant, funny, and unforgettable centenarian. You know, we absolutely love it. Okay, so what about y'all? What y'all gonna be reading? This is my protein shake that I had made. It is chia seeds, milk, yogurt, a powder, yeah, I hate when all the powder gets locked into the bottom. Ah! Damn, you know what's wild about these streams, these sprints, is they have made me realize how little I read from immigrants of color. Because almost all of the books that I have going right now, except for one which I just completed, and that was called Come Out by Natalie C. Parker. Almost all of the books that I have going are by people of color. Most of the books on my shelves are by people of color. But I'm finding that it's kind of tough for me to easily pull books that are by immigrant authors. And I'm like, damn, so I gotta fix that. I don't know about y'all, but have y'all noticed the same thing on your shelves? Those of you who, you consider yourselves to have very ethnically diverse reading tastes, are y'all kind of struggling to easily find books that you already own that are by immigrants of color? And I know I have plenty of those books on my shelves, but I do need to go and pick some of them out intentionally and set them aside. So that way, when I am doing these sprints, I can just easily grab them and have a nice little shelf set up for my immigrant authors of color. Okay? Because They deserve to have space, dedicated space. Yeah, all the books that I'm looking at right now that are above my computer desk are by people of color. The Art of Destiny by Wesley Chu, Ta-Nehisi Coates, The Water Dancer, You Know What You Did by K.T. Wynn, Reaper of Souls and Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron, Jump by Brittany Morris, Spook, Spies, and Private Eyes, Break the Cycle. There's only 2 of these books that are by white people. One of them is Come Out, which is finished. And then the other one is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I need to annotate and put on my Pango, because I'm not really interested in rereading that book outside, like for my own self. But I would definitely reread it to annotate and pass it on for sure. But yeah, and then there's Gaslight by Femi Kayode, who is a Nigerian crime writer, but I don't know if he is immigrated. He's trained. Well, he counts as an immigrant author because he trained as a clinical psychologist in Nigeria before starting a career in advertising, and now he lives in Namibia with his family. So he immigrated from Nigeria to Namibia. Okay, great. So 2 books, and then I don't know if this author has immigrated. Let me see. All right, this author. This book was an anticipated release, I think, in 2023. Okay, pounding debut thriller of first-generation Vietnamese American artist. So I'm crossing my fingers. So, former magazine editor, after graduating at Brown, hopping from New York to Taipei, Beijing, Shanghai, and San Francisco, and she's settled in Washington, D.C. So that, I'm going to assume at some point she immigrated to one of those countries. So this would also count for immigrant, BIPOC immigrant reading sprints. But I love that there's 10 of us here because, like I have mentioned on my socials, these sprints have been heavily censored. So I'm glad that y'all are showing up. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And I would like to know how long our first sprint should be for. But I'm going to catch up on these comments here. We have 2 wonderful comments in the chat. Oh, there's a third. Hey. All right. This is not helping. Not helping at all. Scrambling in the door because I forgot what time it was. I finished The Good Immigrant, so I'm going to start Dream Country. Yes. Man, that's so good. That is so good. So good. Okay. Dream Country was really good. I was actually walking the dog yesterday thinking about the twist in that book and how it hit. Literally just thinking about that shit yesterday. So that is crazy that you said that. I'm thinking of reading The Mermaid by Black Conch. Yes. By Monique Roffrey, who is a Trinidadian British person. I have not read The Mermaid of Black Conch, but I wanted to read The Mermaid of Black Conch, and I never did. So I'm excited that you're reading it. I forgot all about that book. And how dare I? Okay. Thank you for hosting them. I haven't been seeing them on my feed, but I saw the notification today. Well, they were previously called Fuck Ice Reading Sprints, and YouTube was not fucking with that. And I was like, I'd hosted them at least 3 times. And you know me, I'm a little bit vulgar. I don't give a fuck. And then I was like, you know what? You do need to care about censorship, because if I'm hosting them, and YouTube is just censoring them, then nobody's going to get to read the books, you know? And I hate having to adjust like my language or the main message or change the thumbnail to cater to analytics, because it feels disingenuous. Authenticity is very important to me as a person. It's very, very important to me. But I'm like, you need to put the ego aside, because if your overall message is being censored because you're not being tactical enough, then you got to fix that. So I changed the thumbnail, something a little bit more friendly. I changed the title, something a little bit more friendly sounding. And now there were 10 people here at one point, which I think is already more than there were at the last couple sprints. So that is huge progress because, again, the whole point of the sprints is to get the word out about reading books by people of color, immigrants of color. Yes. Okay. So at some point in these sprints, I'm probably going to put on a hoodie because it's nice and cool and go head out to the patio. I'm in the process of setting up the patio, y'all. It looks so good. It looks so good. It's really coming along, if I do say so myself. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I have these hemp gummies. They're not THC. Oh no, they have 5 milligrams of THC per gummy. So they're 5 milligrams THC and they're 5 milligrams of hemp. And I'm going to take one. I do my best reading while high. Oh, the best. There we go. It helps me lock into the story. I'm so excited. All right. Get my pen. I don't want to annotate with this pen because it's a little, let me get a different pen to annotate. Let's see if I have annotated this book at all so far. I haven't, but I should, right? Do y'all think I should annotate this book? I'm going to do it. Fuck it. Nookie. Nookie bear. Nookie. Nook. I love you and I hope you never die. Mwah. Oh, I love you so much, yes I do. Yes I do, I love you. I love you, baby. Mwah. Boop. All right, let's get some annotation. I need a pen. Give me an A. Okay. I can use these. Let's do it. Let's use a scented gel pen. Who's messaging me? What do you want? I had an email. Somebody left me. Okay. What were they telling me? What does Gmail want? Let's find out. June markets in Minneapolis. Applications are open. Ooh. I've been long wanting to make grief candles for my mom. And maybe this is a sign that I need to get back on that venture. They've got a little application. Okay. We love it. Okay. Percussion instruments can mostly be broken down into drums, rattles, and nookie. She's so fucking funny. She just like lays there and lets it happen because she's a good girl. You're a good girl. My mom always talked like that to her, and I have no fucking idea why. And now I do it. So my mother is the gift that keeps on giving. Fuck, I miss her. It is so ghetto that she is dead. Okay, so these are the gel pens that I will be using to annotate this amazing book we love. All right, so I want to use a gel pen that matches this cover, and I'm kind of thinking like there is some element of all of these on here. For some reason, I'm thinking the blue one is going to be the best fit, but maybe I should use this one. This is orange and this is more pink. Or should I use the purple one because the stem is purple? What do y'all think? And they are supposed to carry a scent. So I'm guessing this is grape, this is blueberry, and this is strawberry. Right? But whichever, it's important because I'm going to try to mail whoever ends up buying my annotated copy. I'm going to try to mail the pen that I annotated the book with out to them. So, but the colors are all just slightly off. So I'm like, I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me what you think and tell me how long you want our first sprint to be for. I think I'm going to grab a hoodie so that I can go read out on the patio with my Nookie Bear. My friend always makes fun of me whenever I open my blender bottle, I have to lick this part, because if I don't and I take a sip, the smoothie like falls on my face. So that's why I'm doing that, in case y'all are like, what the fuck? I haven't figured out a way to not let that happen. Maybe I should stop shaking it so much. Ugh. Are we dying? Okay. All right, there's no votes yet on how long our sprint should be for, so we're gonna go at least to the hour. That would be 40 minutes. So yeah, let's sprint to the hour and you'll probably see me change. Steve likes blue, but I don't know why. Don't mind on sprint length, maybe to the hour. Okay. Well, Steve has spoken. You know what? I think maybe blue is the best one, because look, the blueberries have green thingies, leaves. What, I don't know what this is. And then there's leaves on this cover. The strawberries don't have leaves, and yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, let's see how it smells. And yes, we will spring. Who is that? Stream/sprint to the hour. All right, this is the pen. This is my handle. Here, this is my spout. That's fucking wild. There's no way that doesn't give you cancer. That's so crazy. Maybe I'll smell it better when I write. Drawing a heart. All right, I drew a little heart. And now we're going to sniff it quick and start a stream. Okay. It's got a faint blueberry scent. We love. Okay. Read BIPOC immigrants until. But if these stream sprints get censored, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to be so mad. Because fuck that. Break. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. What's good? What's good? What's good? That marks the end of our very first reading sprint of today's reading sprints. We have another hour of sprinting, which I'm very, very excited about. And I wanted to announce / remind y'all that I have a video premiering at the end of these reading sprints, which is pretty exciting. That video is a trip that I did where I went to North Carolina. My friend flew me to North Carolina and she had an extra ticket to Cardi B. And so we did that and I read We Hunt the Flame, which disappointed me. But you know. Okay, so, and let's talk about what I've read during these sprints. So I'm so glad I took that edible because I was having trouble focusing and then it kicked in and I'm like, yes, I got it. But towards the end of the sprints, I had to get up and do some movement. And now I'm really excited to go back to sprinting again. But I got all the way to chapter 5 in this book, and that is page 48. All right, so I'm almost 50 pages into The Apology by Jimin Han. I am predicting 5 stars. I'm predicting 5 stars. It's good. It's good. The way that, I don't know how to describe it. The way that non-native English speakers, or either non-native English speakers or speakers of English who also speak other languages, right, is so compelling. Like the structure is different, the pace is different, the word choices are different. And I love that because it challenges me in different ways. It makes me see the story in a different, it's something I really appreciate. So I'm really enjoying this author's writing. Steve read 30 pages of Dream Country, which is 5 chapters, short chapters, and an easy read with good characterization. I like it. Oh my God. Not me geeking out because you did the British S, which makes sense because you're British, but I was annotating Cafe con Leche yesterday, finishing up my annotations, and I used the British S in one of my annotations. I can't remember what the word was, but I felt fancy. Okay, so there's got to be a word for that, right? Like an actual linguist word for the difference between S and Z in UK versus, I think too much anyway. But I really do think that I'm going to end up giving this book 5 stars. And I also believe that I need to make a BIPOC immigrant reading shelf. I'm kind of going to the beginning of this book and I saw instantly this sentence that kind of wraps up what I'm trying to say. Like magic, this book is at once a page-turning mystery, a supernatural odyssey, a family saga, and a Korean melodrama. Count me forever among Han's audience. That's definitely how this feels. Like I feel that I'm reading something magical. It's awesome. Very good. That was a good sprint. I'm thinking our next sprint, let's do a shorter one. I don't know if it's because that's early in the day, but my brain is, I want to make sure I'm able to focus. So let's do, I'm thinking 20 minutes for our next sprint. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to decide, should I keep with this book or should I switch it up? Because now that I pulled You Know What You Did by KT Wing, now I'm like, should I go back to reading this book? Because I read a little bit of it. Okay, damn, I was annotating the fuck out of this book. Yo, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I read just a little bit. I read this during reading sprints once, but I never picked it up again. And I was clearly enjoying it because look at all of my annotations. What year did this come out? That's wild, bro. In this heart-pounding debut thriller, a first-generation Vietnamese American, we read that, artist must confront nightmares past and present. Um, Annie's mother's a Vietnamese refugee and she dies suddenly. And Annie has OCD that was in remission, but now it's back. I never talk about having OCD, but I actually do live with severe OCD. I don't like talking about it. So I use the word remission very intentionally. A prominent art patron disappears and the investigation zeroes in on Annie. It's not funny, but holy fuck. Like, girl, isn't Annie going through enough? God damn. And she wakes up in a hotel room naked next to a lifeless body. Bro, Annie is not okay. That's that. You know how upset I would be if I woke up not only naked next to somebody, but also, and the person's dead? What do you even tell the police? Like, no, I didn't kill them. I just woke up here. I can't, bro. I can't. All right. So Steve says 20 minutes. Let's get a taste of the other work. Then y'all know if it's worth focusing on it. Well, look at you. Okay. I'm going to switch. I am going to switch because that's good because this is very intellectually demanding for me. My one brain cell is firing. And wow. Okay. So my notes that I have: gruesome animal death, gaslighting husband, verbal. I wrote verbal abuse child, so I don't know that means her mother, maybe her mother verbally abused her as a child. Incredible OCD rep. And yep, okay. Wow. Hell yeah, I'm excited about this. Let's go. This sounds like something my mom would love. So let's sprint until and I gotta go get my smoothie out of the freezer. I had to make sure it was chill. And I think I'm gonna switch settings because I think I'm gonna go to the inner porch and switch to the laptop. Maybe that will help my focus. I know exactly why I'm struggling to focus today because it is overcast and it's been very, very sunny for a while, and now I feel whiplashed. So I'm gonna go sit in the sun and read, and I bet you I'll be able to lock in better. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
All right, friends. I accidentally went 3 minutes over because this book has me gagged. There we go. Hello. I feel like it's still echoing.
Okay. I don't remember what I was saying, but I did read to chapter 4 in, what is it? You know what I think? You know what you did. I'm gagged. I can see why I immediately started annotating this book. These 22 pages, I read 22 pages in 20 minutes. I probably didn't start reading until like 4 minutes into our sprint. So in less than 20 minutes, I read 22 pages. It's wild. Like it's like it's wild. It's very thrilling, very fast paced. I wouldn't say scary, but I'm definitely locked in. You know what I'm saying? But then I also am thinking about the apology, because even though this isn't as fast paced, it's still very compelling. Like they're both mysteries, but this is a mystery thriller, and it hits like a thriller. It hits like a mystery thriller. Y'all know. Oh shit. Okay, so I just got a notification that my video is premiering in 30 minutes. I'm so excited. But yeah, y'all know how a lot of mystery thrillers don't actually hit as mystery thrillers. They read more like contemporaries, and in your body you feel more that you're reading a contemporary. I feel like I'm reading a thriller. Like okay, just listen to this. So good, so good, so good. So Tabby's eyes, wait, da, 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 da. Suddenly tires screech, their high-pitched wails echoed by human screams. Annie lurches forward. Her seatbelt catches, slamming her against the back seat. Instinctively, she swivels around to check on her daughter. Tabby's eyes are riveted on something straight ahead, her mouth frozen in a silent scream. Annie follows her stare, and a thin, ashen woman leans against the hood of Duncan's car. Clutching at her waist is a flaxen haired girl, no more than 8, eyes ballooned with fear. It's basically a scene where like they're driving, and then all of a sudden like a woman and her child are pushed up against the car. And they don't actually hit her or anything, but it's wild. And then everything that happens after that scene gets more wild. And now like people are being yelled at, like hallucinations may or may not be happening. We don't know what's real. It's so good. But I'm also like, yo, what's going on with the centenarian and this story? Like, I love it all. Another 14 pages of Dream Country. Yes. No, that does feel good. I was trying not to be bothered and distracted by the clutter that's in my sitting room. So I was literally like, hearing that you were cleaning makes me feel good. So it's worth a lot, actually. I scrubbed my bathroom sink yesterday with baking soda and I felt so good. Hey, Speaking of dreams, what's up, friend? How are you doing? Hey, hey. Shayna started beekeeping last summer. That's so fucking cool. That's so cool. Have you read The Honeys by Ryan LaSala? I started beekeeping last summer and I was opening my hive for the first time this spring during the sprint. I ended up watching a few videos for what I'm supposed to do instead of reading. That's amazing. Are you kidding me? No, you're literally saving the planet. Like, that's amazing. So cool. I don't know if you're on the Discord either for Patreon or for Grief Club, but if you are, you have to send photos, if you can do so safely, of just your bees in general. That's so cool. Glad for the study books. What? Study body space. Last day to get these essay prompts in. Might do some gentle stretching first. Oh my God, that sounds so good, dog. What the fuck? That sounds so good. I want to stretch. I was actually, while reading, trying not to think about how I want to make a reel for Instagram showing stretches that you should do if you read a lot and you're constantly like this. And I kept having to tell myself, like, Jesse, be focused on the story. But I really wanted to get up and stretch. So, so amazing. Yes. Value is such a good word for that. Matt. Jesus. Bees are magic beings. Okay, I'm just gonna do some stretching now because we're gonna go into another sprint. Thank you. I've been wanting to make that reel for a long time now, and oh, it feels good. If you are a mobile person and have not done any stretching today, do some stretching if you can, if you're able. Get your circulatory systeming and circulate. I'm such a dork. Yo, okay, you should read it. I'm just saying, you should read it. Yeah, I read that for my Patreon book club when it came out, and this shit was so good. I just mailed out an annotated copy in a swag bag to someone of that book, and getting to read over those annotations, like, it felt so good. And the bear, if you get the hardcover, the bear jacket has a bee design on it, and it's textured. It's mad cool. Mad cool. Yeah, okay, so in 30 minutes, I have a video premiering on my channel, which means I'm thinking we can do another, 20-minute sprint or 15-minute sprint. And then I'm going to my studio. But here's the real question, yo. Here's the real fucking question. Y'all think I should continue with You Know What You Did? Or should I read the apology? Like, for this final sprint. Yo, that's hard. That is hard. Okay, so I want to hear what y'all think. These sprints are so fun. Ugh. I'm having a great time. Okay, so my video is called My Most Disappointing Read of 2026 and Traveling to See Cardi B. I actually need to change the name of this vlog. And then what time does it premiere? Wait, what? I thought the premiere was set up. No, that video is already premiered. Wait, what video is premiering then? I'm so fucking confused. Don't be sorry ever. Not for that. You are good. Get your circulatory system circulating systematically. I love that. Sorry, I'm a little distracted because this video is already live, right? So what video do I have premiering? Now I'm confused. No, it doesn't have any views yet. It's scheduled. It's set to premiere at 1:03 p.m. Okay. So that threw me the fuck off. Okay, that was weird. Okay, yeah, I do have to change the thumbnail. So what I'm going to do is put us in a sprint because I need to change the title of this vlog. It's going to bug me. And so, yes, that's also part of why I was confused. The Patreon exclusive vlog was y'all have the Cardi B concert footage in there. So I took all of that Cardi B footage. I think it was like 10 minutes of footage or something. Muted the music. I took some clips and I shortened. So basically, the Patreon exclusive version of this vlog has the Cardi B concert. The vlog that will be premiering has the concert, but only in B-roll. So you're not like watching the full performances. So it's the same vlog, but the Cardi B concert is condensed. Okay. So yes, perfect. We're gonna find out. Yeah, because that's right. Who were they? Who the fuck were they? That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. All right, let's do it. So we are gonna go. How long should our sprint be for? Okay, 42. Yeah, so if we did a 20-minute sprint, we would end basically right when the video is premiering. So sprint until. Let's just sprint until the hour mark. I'm so excited, Joe. I can't wait, bro. Break. Oh, I gotta change the title. Damn it. It is with a heavy heart that I announce that was our final sprint. Y'all, this book has got me gagged. I'm on page 35, chapter 7, and the amount of every page I got something to say. Like, it got even more wild. This lady is going through it. She's she's got terrible luck. I'm not gonna lie. She's really, truly, deeply going through it. The pacing is 10 out of 10. It feels like I can't breathe. Like it's not every chapter, it's every paragraph. I'm rushing to get to the next paragraph. It's so good. I feel tenseness in my chest. I feel engaged. I know that this story, I'm manifesting 5 out of 5 stars. I'm telling you, like, it's so visceral. Everything that she describes, you can feel as the reader. So all of the fear the main character is feeling it's intense. Okay. How did y'all's sprint go? Southside says your live is the first thing I put on when I got home. Oh, don't make us blush now. Come on now. Steve says 18 more pages. I know that's right, because you've been working on that. Oh no, you're done with Good Immigrant. 18 more pages / 2 chapters of Dream Country. It's really carrying me along, and I care about the characters more than I can say for the book that I DNF'd this week. I hate that I gotta wrap up this live. This was so much fun, y'all. We'll see me same time next week. But in 1 minute, I have a video premiering. It was the vlog I did where I read a disappointing book. My friend flew me to North Carolina, took me to see the Cardi B show. I wrote for my lesbian naughty novel, Suddenly in Love. It was amazing. That vlog is premiering, so I'm gonna hop over to that premiere so that I don't abandon y'all the way my father abandoned me. And if you have time to watch the video, cool. I will see you in my next one. I'm going to film, not today because it's overcast, unfortunately, but I'm going to film something for y'all tomorrow. I'm thinking probably a book buzz video, and I'm going to film a rant review. Thank you for coming and supporting BIPOC immigrant literature. It means so much, and fuck ICE.